10 to 8. Look at that. Wow. What a stunning morning. Not a breath of wind at the moment. It's meant to pick up as the day goes on, but wow. Say again?
I should have had a shave.
Got my rod set up. I'll go through the setup with you when I get in the boat. So I'm going to nip to the lodge, pay for my ticket. I'm going to do a full ticket catch and release. And then I've got obviously a boat for a single person. So there's a single and a double price. You pay less if you're on your own. Same boat. They just don't charge as much, which is good. Wow, that's all I can say to that. Wow. Absolutely flat calm, apparently really clear at the moment, fishing its socks off. That's what I've been told, so let's hope that stays like that. So this is the fishing lodge. Sorry. It's best boat area, stumps and plumbers, buzzers, dialbacks, blobs. Right, I've got just about everything that you're going to need in here, so if you turn up without something, you got everything.
Yeah.
Oh, this is stunning. I think whatever happens today, it's going to be a good day. Water is pretty well gin clear, and if depending on what time of year you're watching this video, this is April the 17th, I think it is today. Very clear water. I think today it's set to get to, I think they've said 17 degrees. It's going to be sunny. I've got sun lotion. If you're coming out on a boat, especially if you're not, well, if you've been fishing out on boats, you'll know you get sunburned really easily. If you haven't been fishing out on a boat, definitely bring some sunblock. If you don't, you will absolutely fry. The sun's not only hitting you directly, it's bouncing off the water all day, and you're getting a double dose easy. I've been here on some days when it's absolutely howling the wind, and then you have days like this. Wow, that's all I can say to that. Stunning. I know there's a lot of people getting into fly fishing at the moment, for sure. I've only just got back into it a year or so ago. Fish just rose there. And you'll start on, normally a good place to start is the small water. You've got black dyke fishery near Lake and Heath, fantastic fishery. They do tuition for those that haven't fished before. They've got a guy that'll teach. I think they do it here at Grafham as well, actually. So you can get help, but sometimes coming out onto a big water like this, or the thought of it on your own, is quite daunting. You just think, where the heck would I start? Don't be put off by the size of the water. Again, fish moving over there. Listen to the advice given by people who fish it a lot. The clubhouse, or whatever you want to call it, the shop rather, they will give you lots and lots and lots and lots of advice as to where to head, where's been catching, what's been working, and it's just a case to get out there and try it. I mean, you're not going to catch every cast, or if that's what you're expecting, you're in for a bit of a disappointment. You'll have certain days where it is absolutely amazing, and others where it is extremely challenging. But you get that on a small water as well, so come and try these waters. They're fantastic. Just being out on the boat is fun. See a lot of wildlife. If you're into birds, there's so many different birds that you'll see during the day. There's normally a Spitfire comes and does its bit over the lake at some point. I've seen it here loads of times, aerobatics. I've actually got a flight booked for July of this year in a Spitfire. I've got a 20-minute flight in a Spitfire, and I am so excited about that. This Grafham, Rutland, Pittsford, I love Pittsford. It's a little bit further for me to go, so Grafham works really, really well for me. They're just fabulous places. Right, so this time different setup. I've got a 7-weight rod, got my Rio Gold line. I've got 2 droppers. I think they're both crunchers, black crunchers. Can't remember, to be fair. This line is very nice to cast. I did give it a bit of a stretch yesterday, just to get some of the memory out. So basically I'm gonna try this for a little while. I've seen a few fish moving up on top, so I will, on this particular setup, I'll take the beaded shrimp off eventually. I'll just try a few casts with this. What this does do, obviously the point fly is going to sink, and the 2 droppers are going to be on different levels, so I'm going to fish effectively 3 levels all at once with this. That will give me an idea if I do get takes, where they are in the water column. It casts really nicely actually. So I'm just going to let that sink for a little bit. I'm watching the line the whole time, so if I see any straightening in that line, any movement, whatever, that isn't me inputting it, and I'm going to strike. Catch lots and lots of fish like this. Oops, got one that literally jumped about 6 foot from the boat, mocking me. This weather is stunning. It's probably about 12-13 degrees at the moment, so it's by no means hot. I know it looks really sunny. It's not hot, but it's not cold. Yep, there we go. There was a really, really subtle, and it was subtle, straightening of the line. Right, and that's on the top one. Another fish moving there. So this is on one of the crunchers. Oh yeah. Met these guys earlier over at the car park. Really, really nice guys. Hello, by the way. I think they fish a lot. Me, pleasure angler, and enthusiastic fisherman. That's what I class myself as. Actually, it's not the... hang on, which one has that taken on? Not sure which one that's taken on. Now, I got a 4 fish catch and release today, and the boat, and it's 44 quid. So that's the boat and the fish ticket as well. Now, I think that's pretty good going, personally. Putting up a bit of a fight now. When I first hooked it, it almost came straight to the boat, and I thought, all right, this is going to be over quite quickly. But oops. Right, so it's not the top dropper; it is the one nearest the shrimp. So that was on the drop. It was sinking down, and I just saw a very gentle, well, subtle straightening of the line. It was subtle. When I struck it, I wasn't 100% sure that was the thing to do, but as you'll see if you watch some of my earlier videos, don't doubt yourself. If you have movement in the line and it's not you, it's going to be a fish. So just go for it. Right, I'm going to keep this one. It's not a very big fish, but he's coming home. Okay, cool. Right, I'm just going to do the honours with that and put that in a cool bag, and then off we go again. Got it totally wrong. It was the actual shrimp it took on, that little white shrimp. So that must have been relatively deep in the water when it took it. Sinks for it pretty fast. That's what I caught my biggest ever trout on that particular fly, that very one, which was a 6.5 pound brown trout at Pittsford last year. It's one of those ones that it's a white shrimp with a gold beaded head, and it catches a lot of fish. Whether it should or not, I don't know, but it does. And again, all I'm going to do is watch for any kind of straightening of the line. Like I say, that's quite subtle. It had taken the fly well. It was really well and truly in its mouth. I'm going to drift past the... Fish just went really acrobatic there. I'm going to drift past the tower, and then here we go again. It's going to be one of those days, guys. 2 casts, 2 fish, and I think it's on that again. Oh, lovely fish there. Don't know what. I'm going to be hanging around here. I'll get the drogue out next time, and I'm going to go a little bit slower. I've got a feeling there's a lot of fish here. Apparently last week they put in 5,000 fish. I think it's been fished fairly heavily. I think there's quite a big competition here the other day. A lot of boats. There are definitely a lot of fish here. I do think this might be fisher cast for a little while here. There's just so much here. I've been told it can be, or has been, one of those periods where you can max out and about 10 times over. Be interesting to see if it's that white shrimp again. Certainly not the dropper nearest the rod. This is where another trout jumps on. I haven't had that yet, and a lot of people do say that they have 2 at a time and whatever. I've yet to experience that, but it might happen today, who knows. I find just taking a bit of strain on the rod here just gives my wrist and shoulder a bit of a break. I'm not monstering the fish in, just makes it a lot easier for you. Looked like there's something caught on my top dropper there, so I will just check that before I cast back out again. Almost looks like I've either picked up someone else's line or my own line has wrapped around itself. There's definitely something not right going on there. I think I've got a bit of a tangle to deal with. Come on, buddy. I think you're done now. Okay. That's a better fish. Oops, I'll bring it down this side. this end so you can see it and get with the camera. Good couple of pounds this time. The other one was quite small for Grafham. I found nearly every trout I've caught here has been over £2. Okay, just so you can see him. Pretty little fish, definitely a stock fish. Probably only been in here a couple of days. But he will taste very nice nonetheless. Next drift. Again, I'm trying different rates to retrieve, leaving it still for a minute, then give it a bit of a jerk, a couple of 3 sharp taps, just imagining what it's looking like under there with those flies. Oh, yep. No. I was lucky I got that. Really lucky I got it. Right, if it's all going a bit slow, open a bag of Watsits and sit down for a cup of coffee. Guaranteed to get a take. Now that's definitely on one of the crunchers. Definitely, that is not on the shrimp. I can see that. So one was definitely on the shrimp. The other one I think was, but not 100%. This one is. I'm going to have to play this relatively quickly just because I'm heading slowly, but definitely towards the water tower. Then I will set up for another drift, and I will also change my batteries because I think they're both about to go fut. Ooh. Well, he's not on the top dropper, he's on the one nearest the point. So that, again, that is a cruncher, black cruncher. Come on, buddy. I'm going to have to do something or I'm going to hit the tower. I don't really want that, thank you. Oops, now stood on me Watsits. Jeez, man. That's not good. Watsit related injuries. Right, let's have a little look at that one. A little bit bigger this time. Still stockfish, definitely. I've decided to come really quite close to shore. Probably only in 5 or 6 feet of water at the moment. Just going to give it a little go here for a while. Just see what's what. See if it works or not. Got me white headed shrimp on. I know that's going to sink fairly quick, so I can't leave it indefinitely just sitting there. I'm at anchor now, I'm not on a drogue, so I'm going to sit pretty much here. There's structure over there coming out, so I do like fishing a bit of structure. And we'll give this a go for a while. Right, this next cast I'm going over that way just to give that bit of water a rest in front of me. Let's watch that coming in, see if anything follows it. There we go. Gonna let this one sink a bit longer, definitely in deeper water out there. Most of these fish are taking near to the bottom, definitely. That thing sinks really quick. The retrieve is not quick enough that I'm drawing it up in the water line, so it must just be scraping along the bottom. And nearly every fish has taken on that point fly. I think I've had one on a crunch or a dial back earlier, and that was it. So I mean, it may be that an intermediate line would fish very well, but I just like fishing a floating line, and with a floating line you can achieve pretty much anything you want in 10-12 feet of water. You don't necessarily need to have an intermediate, I don't think. Well, again, not at my level of fishing. If you're a competition fisherman and someone who does this, I'm sure you can do amazing things with all the different lines, and it becomes extremely technical. But at my level of fishing, yep, there we go, floating line is fine. That's funny, I've been drawing it in and then I'll just let it sit for just a minute or two, not even a minute, 10-20 seconds. I thought, right, I'll just let that sit. Right, it's sitting down deep. Again, it's on that white shrimp. Yep, so the droppers totally ignored them and it's gone for that white shrimp again. It was funny, I fished at Pittsford for the first time, I think it was last year, and I was chatting to several people who fished it a lot, asking for advice. Got some really good advice, but I mentioned that I'd had a lot of success with this white shrimp. I was told no, that won't do. You won't get very far with that. Well, I caught a 6.5 pound brown trout on it. I caught a 5.5 pound rainbow trout on the same session, and I don't know how many other fish I caught on it. Quite a few. So if I had one fly that I said was the most successful fly for me personally in the last 2 years, that would be it. Come on, head up, head up, head up, head up, thank you. Okay, similar size, about 2 pounds, just a bit over maybe, 2.5, something like that. Let's just have a quick peek. Geez, he has absolutely engulfed that. That is absolutely miles down. Okay, well, this is number 4 to take home, so you're going to have to come with me, my friend, because I ain't getting that out. Not without some major surgery, I think. Okay, and I will just show you what I'm using. So on my top dropper, I've got a little cruncher. I don't know how well that's showing up, but I've got a cruncher, black cruncher. Then on my second dropper, I've got a little dial back. Okay. Then my point fly, which seems to be doing all the damage, is that little white shrimp with the gold head. Sinks quite fast, and the fish just seem to love it. Right, so I've decided on a change of scenery, not because I'm not catching fish, I am, just fancy trying somewhere different. Using this damsel here, which I hope you can see, and then I put a Grafham killer shrimp on my dropper there, and I've still got a cruncher up on the top fly, but we're going to give that a whirl for a minute and just see how that fares. That was an interesting one. I just got it nearly to the boat, quite slow, and then I thought speed to retrieve up, really speed it up. I gave it 3 or 4 really sharp, quick pulls. Whoa, and that was enough to get him going. and that would appear to be, that is on that damsel. So they're definitely taking these deeper down, no doubt about it. Wow, it's a strong fish, this one. Again, I intend releasing this guy, so I'm putting a lot of pressure on him at the moment, enough so that I might lose it, but I don't want him completely exhausted. For such a little fish, he is a little bubba, but a strong one. Jeez, man. Come on, I'm going to let you go. Gonna let you go. Gonna let you go. There we go. And that was on that damsel. Pretty fish. Hooked nicely right in the beak. And I'm just gonna, oh, I say let him get his mojo back. He never really lost it, actually. That's a good thing. If you can play them quite hard and fast, they will go back well. This guy on this windsurfer here, you can see now the speed this chap is doing is friggin' insane. It's got like some kind of hydrofoil, so it's lifted him right up out of the water. That looks fun. Also highly technical as well. Off again. Wow, that's impressive. I just pulled up new spot, heading up towards the dam wall, but on the south shore, not on the north shore. Probably another 200 or 300 yards in that direction is the dam wall. So I'm going to give this a little go, and I am going to work my way down towards the dam eventually, just see what's going on, but hopefully see if we can find something here first. It's not very deep, probably about 4 feet I'm guessing, going over really quite shallow towards the shore obviously. So we'll give that a go, see what happens. It's funny, I was probably on retrieve number 3 or 4, let's say, already thinking, have I made a mistake coming over this side of the lake? And I sped the retrieve up more or less to sort of bring it in. I was even considering, shall I move immediately? And bang, and that looks like it's on the damsel. I would say I'm almost definitely certain that is on the point fly again. Nice to feel a pull again. Ooh, he's feisty. Again, a stockfish without a doubt, but still very welcome. I'll bully him a little bit. He's catch and release at this point. Got my limit earlier today, so I don't want to completely exhaust him. Oopsie daisy. you go. Pretty fish. Whoops, daisy. Stock fish and really good net. That's a good £2. Well, we're getting on 2.5, I would say. I think the fly's already out. I think it is. No, it is now. Okay, so that's what I had it on. The damsel. And off he goes. So I'm heading back towards the marina now. I'm going to do a bit of fishing near the marina itself. Probably going to fish on for about another hour. What's the time now? I'm guessing it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I know I've got traffic on the way home. There's all roadworks at Newmarket and all the rest of it. I don't want to be home late. I've got to clean my fish and everything. So I will get close to the marina, have a little go there for a little while, and then make home. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video again. It's good fun to be back out doing a bit of fly fishing, and for those that haven't been to Grafham, come and give it a go. Really good, fantastic. I think you'll enjoy it. There is a Facebook page for Grafham, and if you join that, you can get updates. You know what's going on. You can ask questions of people that fish it a lot. But definitely worth a go. So yeah, I am going to carry on. I'm just doing this bit in case I forget, because a number of times I'll finish a video and realise that I haven't actually done any kind of sign off. So for now, this is my sign off. However, I do intend fishing a little bit longer. So if you've liked what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button. Please share it as well, because YouTube's a funny thing. I've had a few videos of late that I've had breaks between videos, and I've done a pike fishing video and a Costa Rican sea fishing video, and it seems to have killed my channel absolutely dead. If you like it, hit the like, hit subscribe, and if you share it, that would be awesome. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, I've sort of come back to the marina. I'm going to do a bit of a drift around here. I can tell I haven't fly fished for a while, because it is really getting to my wrist and my shoulder. People down on the shore just enjoying the view. There's a cafe actually in the in that building where you've got the fishing tackle shop and the ticket shop. So I'm sure a lot of people just come down here, bring a picnic, watch the world go by. Great way to spend a few hours on a nice day. I thought, right, what I'm going to do is speed up my retrieve. I was bringing it to the boat and I thought, right, I'm going to really rip it now, the last sort of 10 feet. And sure enough, that was what it needed. Again, stock fish, not huge, but very nice to feel that take. I prefer he didn't come around this side because of the drogue being where it is. Whee, off he goes. Oh yeah. I think he's nudging £3, I would say. Slightly bigger one. Keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up. There we go. That's the nicest fish of the day. I'd say that is quite an easy £3, that one. Okay, so I'm just going to rest him for a second. Not that he seems to need it. They've all gone back really strong today. Okay, heading back into the marina now, and that's me done for the day. Got 4 fish to take home in the cool bag there, and I think I either got 10 or 11 that I actually landed in total, and then I had a couple which I did a catch and release on, i.e. they got off just by the boat. I was bullying them though. and I've probably had about another 8 or 9 fairly decent takes, so enough to keep me very interested throughout the day. Didn't feel like it was too hard work, which is, well, it wasn't hard work at all really, it was fun. Some days you do really think I have earned what you catch. Today I won't say it's easy, but it certainly wasn't silly difficult. But another very good day on Grafham. Really enjoyed it and highly recommend Grafham as a place to come. Even if you don't want to fish, just come down. There's a sailing club over there, windsurfing. Get some amazing photography of wildlife around here, without a doubt. All sorts of good stuff. So, anywho, that's it for now. Oh yeah, one little tip: if you're new to using boats of any description, when you come into moor, come in very slowly. You see some people come in at flipping 3 or 4 knots, wallop into the marina, which is going to do your boat no good, you no good, and you can come in super slow. One last look for today. Cool.